Hello there, this is Cindy at cindybdesigns.com. I promised you a craft room tour. It is nothing big, believe me, compared to what I've seen out there, but it works for me. Nasty day outside. It's going to be like this all summer. So I had to turn the light on, and I'm hoping that it's going to work out. So I'm on my catwalk, and this is on one side of upstairs, and then across I have two other bedrooms across the catwalk, so it works out if I have company. And I took the door off because I'll show you in a minute. But we're just walking inside now. That's where I sit. There's, a window. Okay. This is my closet, and it's a good size closet. And I just have stuff in there, and there's really not a lot. There's empty baskets. I have ink I got to give to my girlfriend. Media. Giveaways. Mainly supplies like paper and things to mail out. And that's it. I mean, I work off very minimal supplies, believe it or not. And when you see my stash, you're going to go, oh yeah. So these are from IKEA, and they are Gallant, Gallant. And in California, they have hutches, and I had two on top, so there was like a total of 15 pieces. And here, because of the frame, I had to take down one, and then I felt boxed in, and so I took down the other ones and then threw those shelves up, and it really opened up the room. I love being up here now, and it worked out. Those shelves are IKEA, and they were $14.99 a piece, and it was great. And I might as well put together a list as far as what's what. But you have to buy these in separately, and I just got the silver. And I don't have a lot up there because I don't work off of a lot. I have my 6x6 in there, and that containers from Stamp and Storage. I haven't gone outside to paint them yet or anything because it's been raining. And there's really nothing else much up there. I have some paint stuff in here, palette knives, blender pens, Stampin' Trimmer. I put a lot of scraps in that basket there. And I keep my 12x12 and retired cardstock in that one, and I have it in rainbow order. I am not one to keep retired projects at all. I work off strictly current. I will keep things like binder clips, office type supplies, those little wreaths. Other than that, no. But I did keep the painted seasons, and I had a couple of this left over, so why not? And with the 12x12, we have these 6x8 sheets, and I just put them on top. Let me find one I've used. And what it will do is, wrong one. It holds my scraps, and it works out. And then I have DSP over there. And then with Christmas, it's coming out, of course I'll rearrange it and make sure everything works out. So in these units, what I did was I got two of them with the 4 drawers on the bottom, and then 3 of them holding paper, because when I did this, I had about 20 different brands, and now I am brand exclusive. I've already been through that. I just did a Marie Konmari. Is that what it is? Yeah, and I dropped literally 10,000 pounds. So I keep the drawers directly behind me because I sit there, and I stand a lot too. And you're going to be surprised, there's like really nothing here. I have some old paper pumpkins in there that I've kept because I de-stash regularly. Heat tools, piercing mats, stamparatus stuff, embossing, I just have ink. Oh, my re-inkers down there. And I did hang on to the punch boards and whatnot. Down here I keep my punches, and it's a drag to bend over and get them, but they are heavy, and I should probably get one of those Stampin' Storage things and keep them out, because I'm finding that the less I use, the more I have out. It's still not cluttered, but I will use it more, and I have to think more to design something. Okay, in here is my cardstock, and again, that's pretty much directly behind me, so I make it work. This I got off Amazon, and I keep my white and vanilla in there because you're always using that. And that's thick, regular, and thick, because I have a tendency to go, right towards the middle, so I do it that way. In here is my cardstock, and I keep that in Roy Bev, and I manage to get it in all up there. If I have extra reams, I store them across the way or just right in back here, because I don't like to carry excess or anything like that. Like right here, I have 2 more packs. That's all I'm going to have. And I did hang on to some of the old metallics, but, again, I really don't have too much. Embossing folders, extras of frameless, because I do lose those. And then up here, I still kept that carousel for some of the embellishments. Stuff I started, not quite sure what I want to do with. Name stamps, Stampin' Blends, and then the markers. And over here I just have some gold pens and everything. Down here I have all of my dies, and they're all right here, and this is it. This is before, these are the carryover dies, because with the new ones and the new design, they came out with new storage. And it's cool too, because these are the Stampin' Storage magnet cards, and I still use them for the new dies, but you get this great packaging with it. And then I just go ahead and label on top so I can thumb through it. And then on the inside here, that's where I store the pocket. And if it's a bigger set that I'm constantly taking in and out, then I just go ahead and put it on one of those larger cards. Got the chamois in there, put it there. Big Shot. And this thing is really cool. It's like one of those picture hangers, and I just put some cards down on that. And we've been over this, so for directly behind me, I just have Stamparatus and Big Shot embossing mats in here. The glad press and seal and the wax paper. This is the one drawer of embellishments I have, besides that little carousel thingy. This is it. And it's all current. And yeah, I keep it simple. And then down here, yeah, it's messy. I just have memories and more in there. And these special packages here, like with the tags and everything, I pop them in there too, and I'll go rifling through it. It's really no big deal. And I have my Simply Scored, and that was the tissue paper for paper pumpkin last month because it was pink. And then up there, and that's going to be directly to my left sitting down, I just have all my ink pads and colored pencils up there. So this is where I sit, is right here, and there's my window that I look out. This is IKEA. I had it on the floor in the guest bedroom for, I don't know, a month, and I just now brought it in for this. And so far, it's been fantastic to use. It wipes up easily. This is, I'm like backing way up and on tippy toes now. This is an IKEA kitchen island. It is 4x6. It's a beast, and it is thick. I think when you come in and look at it, and I'm standing there, you can see how thick it is. And so I got those legs, but I don't want to crawl under there right now. And this is also another kitchen unit thingy that my friend just kind of put together for me. And there I just have pens, pencils, stamps, you know, typical office stuff. The Versamark, the cleaning pads, the blocks, masking tape, all there. This is my adhesive drawer. And I have a lot of it, which I just cleaned out. Okay, mini ink pads, stickers, alcohol pads, just things to play with. Another office drawer. You know, I have Stampin' Chamois in there and whatnot. And down here is all of my embossing powders. And then I have some sequins over here that I've kept from Paper Pumpkin and just tossed them in. And I never get rid of those. So I sit here, or I stand here, and this is where I'm generally at. Look straight ahead at the TV. This is a Boon holder. That thing's fantastic. Amazon is just so convenient. This is a, oh, come on, help me out. Pampered Chef, one of those spinning carousel thingies that I can really spread out on here. And it's great. So over here is something I'm working on. And this is where I was talking about watercoloring a couple weeks ago, where I'll layer it up and then let it dry on its own. And this is just a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock that I laminated. And I'll get the ink pad and I'll smush it down on there and work off that as a palette. So here's my guillotine. Stays out because I'm constantly using it. And sorry about that. I wasn't thinking. My paper trimmer is right on top of there just because it's there. Now over here on this side, this is another, I don't know what it is because I got this in, I want to say April 2016. So it's been over 3 years. Maybe another kitchen, bedroom, something. But I just had the Dymo in there. Adhesive refills. Nothing. And then just old cardstock. I have this underneath here. It's another one of those IKEA units. And on the other side, it's mainly a footrest for me. Packing tape. Watercolor paper. I mean, just stuff. Distress, because yeah, I do cheat a little bit. All my cords. I do have a scan and cut that I will use, but it's been a while. Magazines down there. These are picture shelves, and I got those at IKEA as well. And that is my ribbon. And I tie the ends off into bows because it's cute. These are Fintorp cups. Again, I'll get the name of the black holder for you. But it holds a lot, well, all of my colored pencils because I like to do some things on the side. And I have more of those shelves over here. What's in here? Okay, I just have bags and, you know, things like this. Those Santa's bags. And even though that's retired, I will keep it. Oh, coloring mediums. I have some fantastic paints down here that I love to break out and play with. Okay, I think that we all have one of these units here. And I have my printer on top, one more of colored pencils. I had to kind of hide it in there a little bit. In here, I really don't have anything. Note cards, more adhesive, more index cards, batteries, sewing machine, extra cardstock. Okay, slow. I have my sewing machine back there, and I just pull it over and plug it in when I need to. I have a Memories More typewriter. More basic staples over here. Planner, ink blenders, embroidery thread, more office supplies. I keep card kits in here, and then I have some more watercolor paper. And there's some more paper pumpkin. I mean, I really do not have a lot, and I'm good with it. Okay, now I'm going to back up. And this is where I keep my stamps, and those are from IKEA as well. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those shelves, or 4 across. That's all I work off of. That is it. And down here I just have a couple books and spare ink pads on a very low bottom right. And that has been it. I just put the shelves up, so yeah, I got to take what's back out in the hallway to IKEA. So that is the tour of my craft room. Like I said, it is nothing big. I am bare minimum with what I have, and honestly, I am fine with it. So, if you have any questions or want to know anything, just, shoot me off an email. And I hope that you enjoy this. I will see you next week for a simple stamping video. So God bless. Have a fantastic weekend.